we have something brand new for you. It is the Tyrone Turquoise Gallery Edition of a sterling silver, beautifully done necklace from J. King and Mine Finds. It's 19.5 inches, but don't worry, you know, you've got the extra 2 3/4 inch extender if you like to wear it a little bit longer, and it is one day only at this spectacular price. Jay, of course, travels the globe for all of us to bring us these gemstones that no one else has, and in this case, I can't wait for him to tell you the story about how he used all the rough and how our buyer Marjorie made him cry. Okay, hello J. King, it's good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, you know, it's...
she can do that in the nicest way.
In the nicest way. Well, we go way back.
I know.
Way back. You know, it'd be 23 years in October. So what's really exciting about this, you know, like, of course, you know, my first love, I hope everybody knows is, you know, as far as gemstones, my wife is my first love, but my second love is, in gemstones, my first love is turquoise, okay? And what's so unique and so special about this, everything that we do has a story. This has a very extreme story. I never intended this to be a Today Special, okay? I made this for the gallery collection, the gallery editions that we do. What are gallery editions? Gallery editions are limited things that we do, that our artists do, that we can do, like, we'll do 100, maybe do 200, sometimes we might encroach on 300, but these are expensive looks that only, you know, like, that have to be done by some of our finest artists. We do everything, so everybody knows that don't know about Mine Finds. We have extreme niche business. We go mine direct wherever possible. The only time I have any middlemen in between me and the miner is like Afghanistan, okay? Like lapis. Well, I can't go into the Hindu Kush region of Afghanistan and actually deal with the tribal people to be able to buy my lapis. So I have to, you know, I have to have what I call a consolidator. Or in a lot of cases, we have people that go to the mines and buy for us. What makes us so unique and so different, this is really truly, you know, when I started business in the 70s, I started my business when I was 20 years old. I've been doing this for 42 years. So 42 years I've been doing this. When I started out in the 70s, I bought from literally, I counted them one day, it's either, I can't remember, it's either 26 or 27 active turquoise mines in the 70s. That's how many there were, people mining it. This was not one of them, by the way.
Tyrone was not one of them?
Tyrone was not one that I bought from. This is actually, we're showing you inside of the mine. This is how it's mined. It's an underground mine. The miner, they chase the vein. This is not what I call a commercially active mine. The only commercially active mine out of the 26 or 27 that I used to buy from in the 70s, you have one still open.
One?
And that's the Mineral Park deposit in Kingman, Arizona. That is the only one that I bought from back then that is commercially active. When we showed this to our buyer, I showed her this and she went crazy over it. And she's the one that said, oh, we just have to have this as a Today Special. And I said, are you, seriously?
Seriously, it's a gallery. So what is a gallery piece usually?
Okay, a gallery piece, you know, is something like this that you literally, where would you buy this? We had some wonderful calls this morning. We sold a bunch of these this morning, okay? We had great calls from Arizona and New Mexico. Okay, so Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, you're talking about the heartbeat of this industry, of the turquoise industry.
Of course.
Really, I mean, that, you know, where a lot of these designs, you know, originate from, they come from. We're based out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. You know, I grew up in the Southwest in the Four Corners region. So, you know, that's kind of where, you know, my love of this art originally originated from and where it all came from. But when we originally designed this, and I designed this, I didn't design this to actually be a Today Special. I can't tell you the amount of craftsmanship, the amount of work that goes into this. Plus, this is very limited.
Take you close up.
The miner that mines the Tyrone Turquoise, okay, is an engineer by trade.
Really?
He does this on the side.
I love it.
Right? He does it on the side. So it took us 7 years of buying whatever came out, collecting this material, right? And I told her, I said, I just don't have the material to do this. I mean, it would use everything that we have. And they basically said, we don't care.
That's when he cried. That's when he cried.
Want. When you've seen Tyrone from me before, what do you see? You might see a ring.
Right.
You might see a cuff bracelet. We use it sparingly because it takes so long to get it. Literally, we went through 7 years of rough, 7 years of collecting this rough to do this. I have literally right around 20 or less pounds.
Okay, I've never heard you say that before.
And you never usually will, because where there's certain there's so many turquoises that we don't have anymore at all. This, they still are producing it, but here again, you might get, I mean, you might, like in a month, you might, maybe if you're lucky, maybe get 20 pounds,
Right.
Like they hit a big strike, you might get 50 pounds. It's not like they're not mining it full time, number one. Number two, you say how it's mined. They chase the veins. This is all done with they have like a gas jackhammer, and they go in and chisel it. And then with hammers and rock picks, and that's how they...
Old school.
Old school, like beyond old school. To be able to harvest it. So you're buying something here in an American turquoise, true Americana, very unique, extremely, extremely rare. There's not a lot of this material. This is probably the biggest, boldest Tyrone. Like I said, I built this as a gallery collection. I didn't build it. I didn't design it to be a Today Special. If you look at this, everybody who sees this goes gaga with it.
I've been wild over it.
Okay, look at this.
There's look at these bezel sets.
Okay, and if you see this,
it's reversible ultimately.
It goes all the way around. So the nugget or the natural turquoise material here, they're not really nuggets. They're like, it's all veins. It's called plates, and they cut this, but it's all cut from the natural turquoise material. We haven't done anything, and what makes this so unique and so different, I could show you 5 or 10 of these, right? That all together, a dozen of them. They're all going to be the same kind of shape, the same kind of design idea, right? Every one of them will be uniquely different in its own right. There are no two of these that can be identical, and that's what gallery collections are all about. These are limited editions. They're limited on how we do it. Also, can you imagine the time and effort that went into making just one of these necklaces?
Oh my gosh.
And that speaks to the skill of our artists. You cannot not have silversmiths and build this. This is all built old school. By old school, I mean this is done. A lapidarist cuts the stones, gives it to the silversmith. He builds around that. Each one of these. Think about this.
So they're the nuggets, right? And then each one of those. That's a custom silver bezel.
It's
around
custom
each
built
piece
just
of
for that piece of turquoise. That one piece of turquoise.
Each individual snowflake basically has its own sterling silver frame. And listen, you can't go wrong front or back, right? Because it is ultimately reversible.
Look,
I love that.
even if you flip it over, you get a different look.
Yeah, because the personality is there. Because this is that Tyrone turquoise, that U.S. find, that only one place in the world to find Tyrone turquoise is at that mine that we just showed you pictures of.
And it's the New Mexico turquoise, right?
Good, yes.
There's 2 turquoises that were mined in New Mexico. It's Cerrillos, which, good luck getting Cerrillos. Yeah. Okay, like you might see it in a museum. Maybe, or somebody's got private collection, got some stash somewhere. You're never going to find a workable quantity that I'm aware of. If anybody knows different, let me know, and I'm a buyer.
Yeah.
But this is mined in just below Silver City, New Mexico. So anybody go and look at the map of New Mexico. In the map of New Mexico, there's like the boot heel, right?
Imagine a boot, right? The heel part, right?
The heel part of New Mexico. If you went right to the top of that boot hill, that's where this deposit is. This is where the mine is. And you saw pictures of the mine. Okay, we can't show you the outside because it's really a guarded secret. Okay, they don't. They don't want. Well,
they would be overcome with.
Well, you have people that want to go in and collect the turquoise.
Yeah.
But this is we're showing you that you're actually the very first people that actually have even got to see the inside of the mine.
Ooh,
okay.
I love that.
So that's the inside of the mine, and now a lot of that looks like. Oh, and you're saying, oh my gosh, look at those big chunks. Those, when you go closer though, you see all that host rock. Some of that's stained. They actually have to go in. You can see the veins that go in there, they actually have to chase those veins. And what's so really wonderful about this turquoise is not that it's so rare, so unique, so different, a true American mine, which, like I said, the only one that is commercially active is the Mineral Park. I know people that are doing little deposits and stuff, but this is probably the only second one. The Santa Rita was a one-shot deal, as you know.
I remember.
Almost out of that. But we used 7 years of production, 7 years of collecting this rough from that deposit
to bring this beauty
in Silver City, New Mexico, to actually be able to do this, and the items that we have that coordinate back to it. The bracelet, the earrings.
Adjustable bracelet, gorgeous dangle earrings.
And we got, a couple of different kinds of dangle earrings.
Because these are almost gone. You know, Jay, when I hear 7 years, if you're not familiar with the way this gentleman's business works, that could make it feel like, sound like, oh my gosh, he must have so much of it. But see, I've been lucky enough to travel with Jay to the Tucson Gem Show on many occasions. And I know that he doesn't always get what he wants there. Like maybe a barrel of something when he was hoping for a ton of it. So this is not like, oh, you know, it's like growing on trees. It's a very particular, very special opportunity that over 7 years he's been collecting in little bits and drabs, and now we have this as that last of. When these are gone, he only has 20 pounds of this material left. Now, I've already got an update. The bracelet's already gone. Okay. All right, so thank you so much.
So it's sold out?
Yep. Put yourself on that wait list, and you may have a shot at it.
I wanted to talk about that because that is a cool design.
It's so cool. It's so cool. Well, don't worry, we have other things for you, including a couple of pairs of earrings that you're going to be able to add to your Tyrone Turquoise collection. So this, I think, is a great necklace for layering because, of course, it gives you the layered look because it has the chips nuggets up in the top and then leads to this beautiful bib-style Y-shaped necklace. On the other hand, you could wear it with some 36-inch strands of turquoise that you may have collected over time. The main thing is try it on, look in the mirror for yourself. Today, our best buy of the day, it is with free shipping. You know we hardly ever do that. We love to do it when we can, and this is a masterpiece. You know, if you've never shopped with Jay King before and Mine Finds, you may not realize this boutique business even exists here at HSN, even though he's going on 24 years.
He's 23.
23, who's
in
counting?
October. Yeah.
Okay, 23?
23, if you think about it, how ridiculous that is.
That's crazy happy. I loved every minute of it. So find this the way you would maybe in the Southwest, where you would find a place that had one necklace.
Right.
And it was $500–600.
Well, even, okay, to be honest with you, when we originally presented this to our buyer, our lovely buyer, Marjorie, I did not mean for this to be a Today Special. She went gaga over it.
She ran with it.
And really ran with it. And we just, I kept trying to discourage her, telling her, you know, this is going to take forever. I don't have the material. We're not going to be able to do it. I don't know really where our retail compares came up to this because we have to take the lowest of the three that we get.
$270 was the lowest appraised
value. To be honest with
value.
you, we would have sold this probably on air, okay, at that time for a gallery edition. How we do it, the amount of labor that goes into this would have had to be probably in that range is what we would have retailed it for. We had some great calls last night, like I said.
Keep them coming.
Here again, okay, go to New Mexico, go to Arizona, go to Sedona, go to Scottsdale, go to Santa Fe, go to Taos, you know, go to Aspen, Vail, go to Durango, to go to the galleries, go to any number of the galleries in Utah, where they specialize in these kind of looks, right? This is kind of, you know, kind of what they do, these gallery looks, one-of-a-kind looks, and see what you would pay for something like this. I guarantee you, if people don't know your secret and you walk into the room with this, they're literally gonna think that you spent not what you're spending, at least $1,000 or better, right? Maybe even more than that, to be honest with you, is what you'd have to pay for it.
And I could adjust this and make it even shorter if I wanted to because of that clasp in the back, which is the sterling silver extender with the adjustable chain there. So it's really versatile. If you don't have that showstopper, that key piece, that frame to your face, this is perfection in turquoise. And think about it. It's summertime. You're going to be, you know, wearing the coral tops. You're going to be wearing the cooler maxi dresses and all that, and it frames your face so beautifully on all those occasions. Then come wintertime, you're wearing a turquoise or a turquoise necklace with a gray sweater, or you know, you just need that pick me up color right by your face, and it's genuine natural turquoise. There's nothing like it. And if you want really premium turquoise, you found the right place, because Jay King is the gentleman whose blood is not red, but it is turquoise blue. I mean, he eats, drinks, and thinks this. And, you know, when I hear you tell stories about you and Marjorie, our buyer, it's like the Clash of the Titans sometimes, because I know how he is and I know how she is, and like, she's not gonna give up, and he's like, but look, I don't have it. I love you. If I had it, I would give it to you. So actually, we don't have very many of these compared to what we usually have in a Today's Special.
What a normal Today's Special, but to be honest with you, normally this wouldn't be something, it was not designed, it was designed by me, it was not designed to actually be a Today's Special. If you not only have to look at the rarity of the material, okay, that's one thing. An American turquoise, a very rare American turquoise, right? Something that's very limited. It's not open to the public. You can't go, I guarantee you, if you go try to buy Tyrone Turquoise, you go to Tucson this year, the largest gem and mineral show in the world. Okay, not in the state, not in the country, in the world, the largest in the world. You probably wouldn't have seen a single cabochon of this, not a single piece of this particular rough material. That's how rare it is. It's very, very limited. I've explained to you how it's mined. I mean, this is the miner, the person who actually owns the deposit that has it. He's an engineer by trade. This is just something he does